If you are looking for the best 4K Blu-ray player 2024, well, you're in the right place. We've dug deep and conducted extensive research, and now we're breaking down the absolute best 4K Blu-ray player 2024. We're talking about the perfect balance between price and performance, tailored for different scenarios. If you're eager to find out which suits you best, don't go anywhere. Stick around till the end because we've got all the links for the best prices in the description below. No specific order, just the top contenders in the game. Ready to dive into the world of best 4K Blu-ray player? Let's get started. Number 5, Xbox Series X. If you're sussing out a gaming console to play your 4K Blu-rays and DVDs, it's worth keeping in mind the Xbox Series X. It supports Dolby Vision HDR, unlike the PS5, but only from streaming services. This doesn't extend to the disk drive, hence why the console is so low in this list. You'll only get regular HDR10 over disk. It supports Dolby Atmos audio, including out to headphones for a fee, but probably more usefully it passes Atmos or DTS-X soundtracks through to your TV to handle when set up properly. We did find that it could be picky about passing DTS-X through a TV that doesn't support it to a sound system that does, though. In our tests, we also found that the 4K image quality and HD upscaling were both a little weaker from the Xbox Series X than the PS5. So we'd pick the PS5 if you're serious about playing UHD discs, but you can read more about the Xbox's disc support in our dedicated guide to whether the Xbox Series X is a good Blu-ray player. The Xbox Series X does still serve as a great choice if you're after a home entertainment system, as it gives you Dolby Vision streaming and gaming along with basic 4K Blu-ray playback. The Xbox Series X utilizes its powerful specs to significantly reduce load times and improve game performance and visual fidelity. But while features such as quick resume and extensive backward compatibility give it an edge, it's lacking in key areas, notably significant UI improvements and captivating exclusives. Number 4. The Sony PS5 Slim is helping to keep 4K Blu-ray technology alive with its dedicated disk drive in the mainline console at least. While you can buy a slightly cheaper diskless version, it's the standard edition console we're interested in here. The PS5 Slim's disk drive can play 4K Blu-rays, which is fitting since Sony helped to popularize Blu-ray players with the PS3 two-hole console generations ago. As an all-round media center, the PS5 isn't quite as advanced as the Xbox Series X, largely because it doesn't support Dolby Vision HDR over streaming. However, both consoles can pass Dolby Atmos and DTS-X soundtracks through to your TV, with some minor tinkering in the settings, and neither console supports Dolby Vision HDR or HDR10+ from Blu-rays, so actually, the PS5 isn't at any disadvantage for discs compared to the Xbox. Where it does have an advantage, though, is picture quality. In our tests, done on the original PS5 model rather than the Slim, but both have the same tech inside, we found that the PS5's image is cleaner and sharper for native 4K than the Xbox, and it upscales HD Blu-rays with more natural results. So we think of the two consoles, the Sony is the better Blu-ray player. We explain more in our dedicated guide to whether the PS5 is a good Blu-ray player. Just make sure you buy the version that actually plays discs. Below is a link to our review of the original PS5 console, which carries the same capabilities as the PS5 Slim, just in a bulkier body. Number 3, Panasonic DP-UB9000. The DP-UB9000 is Panasonic's flagship 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray player, and it's the model to buy if you have an elite home theater setup and need something that can really push it to the max. It's beautifully made, enviably specified, and unashamedly premium. The heavy metal build and luxe design mean it feels high-end, too. It's not just a pretty face. The DP-UB9000 was the first UHD deck from Panasonic to support all the key HDR formats. Vanilla HDR10, its dynamic sibling HDR10+, HLG, and Dolby Vision. The Panasonic DP-UB820 at the top of our list supports all these formats too, though. We're impressed by its audio as by its image quality. It boasts high-quality DACs, 2-channel and 7.1-channel analog outputs, and high-res audio support. Toss in a host of smart features, and the UB9000 ticks nearly every box in our book. Naturally, all of these flagship features don't come cheap. However, for those seeking the best Blu-ray playback around and don't mind about it lacking some audio disc support, look no further. In our review, we wrote, "Its picture performance and overall build quality actually make that lofty price tag look like a steal, while cinematic imagery, full HDR compatibility, and that powerful HDR optimizer make this player a must-have for video files." Beautifully built and capable of gorgeous cinematic UHD images, the DP-UB9000 is the 4K Blu-ray player enthusiasts have been waiting for, and it doesn't disappoint. Number 2, Panasonic DP-UB154. One of Panasonic's more budget-friendly 4K Blu-ray players, the Panasonic DP-UB154 gives you real value for money. It may be light on connections, but its picture quality more than makes up for this. As a bonus, it's also very competitively priced, currently sitting around the $169/pound 159 mark. One thing that we have noticed is that the DP-UB154 isn't readily available all the time, so if you find this to be the case, look out for the Panasonic DP-UB150, which in terms of specs is virtually the same as the DP-UB154. Contrast and natural textures are the UB154's real picture strengths, making any movie thrown at it look great. Its 4K upscaling really brings something new to non-4K discs, bringing extra detail. In our review, we said when viewing Godzilla vs. Kong on 4K that the neon streets of Tokyo were bold, vibrant, and as eye-wateringly garish as I hoped during the climactic fight scene between Godzilla and Kong. Admittedly, it isn't all perfect, as the UB154 has no Dolby Vision, no Wi-Fi, its response times can be on the slow side, and its design is fairly safe, if not a bit boring. But the impressive picture and budget-friendly price really do make this a top choice for people looking for a cheap 4K Blu-ray player. The Panasonic DP-UB154 may not be the most comprehensive 4K Blu-ray player on the market, but what it does well. Its 4K picture looks particularly excellent, upscaling is effective, and it comes at an extremely competitive price compared to other 4K Blu-ray players with similar specs. Number 1. Panasonic DP-UB820. The Panasonic DMP-UB820 is easily the best 4K Blu-ray player on the market for most people. It offers full HDR support, plenty of connectivity options with up to 7.1 channels of analog audio output, Wi-Fi capabilities including video streaming, and varied playback functionality. And as an added bonus, it comes at a very competitive price. Picture quality on the Panasonic DP-UB820 is fantastic, with 4K HDR images looking particularly brilliant. Colors are punchy, textures are sharp and defined, and black tones are accurate. We found during our testing that this was the case across the board, whether it was 4K Blu-ray, standard Blu-ray, and even DVD. In our review, we said its 4K upscaling is effective, giving regular, non-4K Blu-ray a whole new level of detail. So for those looking to get that little bit extra out of their Blu-ray picture, the DP-UB820 is here to help. Audio is another of the UB820's strengths, with excellent Dolby Atmos reproduction in particular. During testing, we found that even through a mid-range Dolby Atmos soundbar, the room-filling effect we were looking for was still present. The UB820 also boasts different external audio connections, including a dedicated HDMI audio output and up to 7.1 channels of direct analog audio output for those with a home theater setup. The Panasonic DP-UB820 offers stunning picture and audio reproduction at an outstanding price, and on top of this, it provides phenomenal value thanks to its rock-solid design.